Okay, I've never done this before. I'm way up here. Eyes up here. um, but I've seen some videos on the YouTubes where people show you how they clean the Lego bricks. And so I'm going to try that. So you can see right along the edge here, it's got some acid on it. You can probably see the inside, and right at the bottom here. And there's a little bit of acid on this little seam here. So I have some Q-tips. I have some vinegar in a shot glass, which never gets used as a shot glass, by the way, in my house. This is a non-drinking house overall. Friends can drink, but we do not abide for personal reasons. No other thing other than that made it this far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip up some paper towel first of all, and I'm going to try to see if I can get rid of it just like that. That's not too shabby already. So that one's done. Let's take this worst one, because again, gravity is a harsh mistress. But let's see if I can get the most of the gunk off of here. And it's coming off, as you can see, it's coming off quite well overall. And you can see that it's on here on the paper towel. Battery acid, when I was younger, it was a huge deal about exploding batteries. Lately, in the past 15 years, I haven't had too many issues with exploding batteries, but I still don't want batteries to explode, which is why I'm a little bit shocked that I actually leave the batteries in this guy. I think it's just because I want to hear that beep when I turn it on. I've had some, and I mentioned this in previous videos, I have so absolutely ruined RCXs that I got at a lots, either on eBays or marketplaces or thrift stores or garage sales, and I got them home, and I take the bottom off, and it's just one big huge pile of almost like a white powder, and I think that's from the acid that just kind of crystallizes, and it's just, throw it out. And it's not just RCXs. I have some really, really old, if I can find one. Again, in my life, this is what we had when we were kids. This one, this is really screwed. That I did not expect. Let's see if I can open this thing really quickly. See how it is inside. A lot of the ones I found in thrift store lots, used lots, the screw is broken, and the top. See, this is how I found them. Like, you can see the dust in there. I haven't cleaned this one yet. It's got some really good icky buildup in there from exploding C-size batteries. I got this in a used lot a while back, and I haven't had a chance to clean it yet. So I'm not going to bother with that guy today. But that's 20% of my boxes that look like this have that in it, and I have about a dozen of these boxes, the old C-size boxes. In various states. The outside looks mint, by the way, and it's really nice that it looks mint, but the inside is really, really bad. And sometimes you can tell just without opening it, because the acid is a liquid, obviously, but it can give off a gas, and the gas will seep through pores and holes. And you can see really, really close, if you can see that, the copper on the plugins has corroded. And that's just the acid from the batteries turning into a gas and leaking out, and being on top of steel. Because you can see right there that the corrosion, and this guy usually pulls out. I don't know if I want to do that right now, because it's not coming out. I don't want to get too much of that dusty battery acid on my hands. So now that this thing is mostly clean, there's still a little bit things, so I'm going to neutralize. That's what I believe, if I remember my chemistry classes. Vinegar is a base, and bases work on the exact opposite of an acid. So I'm going to neutralize the acid just by doing this. Any kind of acid that's left over, I'm just going to coat that with the vinegar, and do the same thing here down the center. See, it's all black there, and do it up here. And what this will do, what this should do, is neutralize any of the remaining acid that I didn't take off with the paper towel. Because again, if it's still sitting there, I mean, I wiped it off with the paper towel, right? So, I mean, it's not going to be too much there for it to do damage. But again, this thing's going to be sitting in a box for the next, I don't know how many years. I'm not saying this one will probably be sitting in a box for the next, whatever, bunch of years. I might build the arachnid base. But, I try to now, since my childhood and where exploding batteries was kind of like a given after a couple months, I try to store all my electronic goods that I used to have D size, C size, AA's. I try to store them without the batteries in them, and sometimes I forget, and sometimes I mean to leave them in there. But overall, as I said, when I was a kid, I think I ruined many a pocket radio by leaving the battery, even the 9 volts. The square ones would sometimes explode. And you can see this was a new Q-tip, and you can see there's acid on it, or the remnants of the acid on it. So using a Q-tip is a good idea with vinegar, and that's only because I believe, and again, don't quote me on this because chemistry class was 35 years ago, vinegar neutralizes acids. But let's see if I can put this thing back together now properly, now that you're up there and I'm down here with 2 hands. See, look how easy that went together this time, instead of me holding the phone. So this is my wacky screwdriver that I don't know how I got, and I inherited it from somebody. I can't remember exactly how I got this one, but I didn't want to go to my screwdriver bin and try to find an easier one. So I'm just going to screw that down until it stops, basically. Now this one has 2 different types of screws. It has the screws with the, let's see if you can see this. It has the screws with the, I can't focus on that. I don't know why I'm not focusing on that. Screws with the roundish head. They go down in these corners here. And hopefully this thing is slightly magnetic. It appears to be, because it's going to be fun trying to get it down. Wait, maybe I should put them in there first. Oh, there we go. There's one. That's one, and there's 2. Yeah, so they have 2 screws with the rounder's head, and they have, I'm going to screw this one in. Didn't make it. Try again. Right down the center. Didn't make it again. Well, that's silly. Through there this time. Yeah, there we go. The other screw, which goes in the battery compartment itself, right there. I don't know if I can get the light in there. You can see right there. This one has a flat head. And so, let me see. This is fun. Come on, focus. Focusing my hand. It has a flat head anyway. And it's a little longer than the other 2. And it goes in the battery compartment because you don't want the top of the screw head to interfere with the batteries. So that is that. This thing is now quote unquote acid free, which is fantastic. And let's just verify that I didn't screw anything up. For those of you who do not know, these things do come off. And I'm sure there is a way that somebody's already found to build these things into other mocks. Because there's no studs or anything on this thing at all, but yeah, it already works. I'll put these things back on. And click, clickety click, barber trick. So there we go. So as we said, the speaker's here, not over here. So that's fine. I always like this one Insectoids has a little bit of a special place. I mean, because it was so radically different than all the other sets that came before it. The space themes that came before it. The minifigs were wildly different. The ships were wildly different. I mean, a lot of people didn't like them because it looks like bugs, and I get that. But then they came out with that one. Oh, it wasn't Space Police 3. The one that was after that, I can't remember what they were called because I didn't buy too many of them. But it's the one that came with the bugs. I like insect. It's not my favorite. Like the classic space is my favorite by far, and then it's going to be a toss up between M-Tron, which I really adored, and Blacktron 1. M-Tron did not have a bad set in the entire line. Every set was utterly fantastic. The ship was slightly disappointing. I think I mentioned it in the video, where it seemed just too Dave built, too blocky, too non-new, as early 70s or mid 70s way of building a ship. But Blacktron 1, the whole thing, all sets, and the message intercept base, the Renegade, the Batrax, the small one, fantastic sets top to bottom. I mean, classic space had some duds, but there were so many, of course, because it was their first line, and it came out for years, that I'm willing to forgive the 1968s and. and the super vehicle that you built with the 6880 and the 6929, the Starfleet Voyager. But Insectoids is just fun. I mean, I like every one of them except for RoboForce has a special place. But if I were to rank them, Classic Space B1, be a toss up. 2 and 3 would be between, as they say, Blacktron and M-Tron. And then you got the Blacktron 2 and the Ice Planet and the UFO, which, you know, UFO might be a little lower. Ice Planet is fantastic, and Blacktron 2, it's okay. I like Blacktron 2. But in there, between UFO is Insectoids. Aspirius was a little too, I want to say, esoteric. Unitron, Spirius, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. Not disappointing by any stretch. There's never been a bad classic space set, but not great. I find, besides the fact that it came with monorail, Unitron was too esoteric, too over the top. But I thought Insectoids made a nice transition from regular UFOs, regular people spaceships, to really odd looking spaceships. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that now. We're already 13 minutes into this. I'm going to put this into this is not going to get washed. All those pieces over there are going to get washed. Possibly tonight. But I'm going to go do, I might as well do that now because I can. So, but I wanted to show you what I did. I'm going to, now that I think about it, I'm going to maybe do a video cleaning this guy up. There's actually a ton of videos on the YouTubes where people are cleaning these kind of sets up and get rid of it. There's like so much ick in there. It's literally icky. So I'm going to do that just to see if I can. Again, the last time I used to do this kind of stuff was a long time ago. But I just did this one tonight. I was happy. And I'm going to do some more. So that's it. Look forward to that, maybe. What's not going to get washed are these guys, because the last time I washed these guys, these little cardboard pieces came off the top, and then they don't work anymore. There was something else in here that I'm going to look for before I wash them. Because I don't want to, I was hoping I can find it quickly, but I can't find it right now. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to waste your time like I did yesterday. I want to be short, sweet, to the point right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing. No, don't see it. So I want, as I said in the last video, or all my videos, I want everybody to take care of themselves, stay well, stay healthy, stay mentally healthy. And I got into a chat, a really quick tangent, honest. I got into a chat on my channel with people who were saying, because I said this a while back, about keeping your mind mentally healthy. I do find for myself, and this is honestly just because I've been doing this since I was 4 or before, Lego does keep my mind healthy and sharp. I do find very, very relaxed. No matter what's going on in my life, if I spend a few hours down here just either puttering here, doing this, or thinking about the layout, or whatever I'm doing, making an RCX program, it's helpful for me. It does. That's not the same for everybody else, but that's what it does for me. And so I do this. This is therapy, if you want to call it that. This is good for me. On a quick other note, I did send out 6 lots today of my printed bricks to people. More in Canada this time, less in the States, and again another one in the UK, which is fantastic. I do have 2 to go on this lot to finish it up. One person didn't email me until today after I delivered the rest of them, so I'll get his in the mail. Or theirs in the mail, I don't know who it is. And the other one wants special printing. So I'm gonna have to set up the Cricut and my laptop to do that, which is fine because I want to get some stuff printed off for me too for the layout. I have some more things I want to label in the layout. I just can't seem to find it. I'm gonna probably I did a few TikToks on making those things. And I like doing that now too as well, because the TikToks is coming along pretty well. I'm kind of impressed with the quickness of TikToks. I can't go on for 16 minutes and bore people to death. But in the end, I am going to keep on focusing on my YouTube side, because I've had this channel, as I say, for many, many years. And I'd rather focus on my YouTube than my TikToks, but I am liking making quick TikToks as well. So if you are interested, go over on my TikToks. I'm Lego Dave K, Lego _Dave _K, I believe, on the TikToks. And I have a whole bunch of layout videos that I did at the Anime North and the other shows I've done recently. And some building stuff, some Value Village finds and or other finds, Facebook Marketplace finds like this one here. So I am having a good time doing that as well. And so I am kind of cross-contaminating, if you want to call that. I make a YouTube video and then I make a TikTok video. And I like doing that. So if you want to follow me in the TikToks, that's quite all right. And if you want to keep on following me here and then you're not bored with me going on for an hour about my favorite TV shows, that's also okay. But today I'm going to keep it short and sweet to the point. If we call 18 minutes short and sweet to the point. All the tangents are done. I'm going to do some Lego washing now. So again, I will talk to everybody soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you. Bye.